Benoit Jacob is the head of design for BMW i. That's the name of the brand that BMW chose for its electric cars. At the recent LA Auto Show, I asked him to show me the highlights of the exterior styling on the i3 Electric. Benoit, you've chosen a very unique look for the electric cars that you're doing. Explain why you've come up with these kinds of proportions and form language.
This is actually true, although like you recognize into BMW i a few BMW genes. For example, like looking at the front, there's an history that we have to respect, and you see that in the form of these kidneys, for example. They are, of course, in the case of an EV, closed because we don't need that much air to cool the whole mechanic. But, of course, I typically say that I is a very small letter combined with these very famous letters BMW, but it gives us a certain level of freedom to basically turn a new interpretation which is specific for electric vehicles. We had, for example, the possibility to develop a shape language which is very purposeful because the car alone is very purposeful. This is a mega city vehicle, that's how it was born, and of course we've been questioning how can we use the advantage of the electric drivetrain in a very totally new layout that basically offers a lot of advantage and maximize the advantages of let's say the EV or the electric drivetrain layout.
So just to get back to the grille, you felt that this really says BMW. You didn't want any question as to what the car is.
This is a sub-brand, so at some point you have to recognize the brand also with the most essential icons. We did add though the possibility to give it a bit of slight new interpretation. As I said, they are of course closed, no hair needed, but also they are a little more precise, a little more edgy. And what you recognize of BMW, as always, is terrific proportions and, of course, a lot of precision in the surfacing, a lot of precision into the line work.
The DLO, too, the glass opening here, very unique approach. Explain why you went this way.
This is true, and actually we wanted in this show car to basically celebrate the idea of lightweight, because this car is made out of a lot of like lightweight material, essentially carbon, I would say, and we wanted to make sure that the car, from aesthetic point of view, celebrates the idea of lightweight, and then we achieved that through this very airy greenhouse, these very strong window graphics and contrast that you see from the hood up to the roof, the window graphics and stuff like that. So this is basically what makes the car truly unique, because we want also to basically give these cars a very iconic look, a very outstanding look, yet of course a very exciting look.
I love this window. This almost reminds me up to here of an electric plug. Is that part of the look that you went for?
This is actually true, and some guy in the team had this idea. It could also evoke a NACA air duct. Basically many interpretations. We call it the stream flow. Funny enough to basically depict or describe a bit the whole thing. And you see that for BMW i, we didn't have to basically copy the off-mass technique, the one that you typically know from BMW. We had this level of freedom again, and there was a reason to do this also. Again, as a city car, you have to offer a very good visibility. Alone, the driver will be sitting in a semi-commando sitting position, upright over the traffic. This goes with safety, and also these window graphics allows a very peripheral view, which is of course paramount for a city car.
Benoit Jacob, thanks so much for taking us through the exterior styling.
That was my pleasure.